So I've just sat down with my planner to sort myself out basically for the month of July. And it just occurred to me, I used to film these videos all the time, so plan with me and like organisation videos. I have fallen spectacularly off the wagon of being organised and planning out my time since, well, life. The last year. I feel like since the kids have gone back to school, I haven't really picked it back up again. I'm still trying to recover from the trauma of homeschooling and trying to get everything done in that time isn't everybody. So what I really want to do, and will be doing, is being really quite strict with planning out my month and my weeks. I know it works for me. If you've seen any of my previous Plan With Me videos, I've done it on and off for years, but occasionally I do kind of slip out of the habit, and I feel so much better when I am planning my time that way. So what I thought I'd do today, since I'm doing it anyway, is just talk you through how I plan my time, what I write down in my planner for the month. I used to do all my planning digitally. If you've seen my previous videos, you will see how I used to do it, but I've found since Marnie's now 4, unbelievably, and she has she likes to steal my iPad to watch YouTube Kids, and when she hasn't got it, Aiden wants to talk to his friends on Messenger or something, or Dylan uses it as well to do he's teaching himself 3D animation, and he likes to draw and Procreate with it. So between the three of them, it's never around for me to like consult it as a planner. So as much as I love digital planning, I've gone back to a good old-fashioned pen and a paper planner, because at least I know no one's going to pinch that. If you're new here and you haven't watched any of my videos before, welcome. I'm Kate, I'm a mum of 4. I live in a cottage by the sea in Wales. If you enjoy watching this video, I do plan to do a lot more of this. It's the kind of video that I like to watch. I get a lot of inspiration and motivation from watching other people be organised. So this is the kind of content that I like to consume and watch on YouTube and Instagram, so I'm hoping to put more of it out there on my channels. So if it's something you enjoy, I'd love to have you as a subscriber, so do consider hitting the red button. It's free, it doesn't cost you anything. If you'd like to see more of this kind of video as well, then do give the video a thumbs up. It just helps me to know what kind of thing you want to see on my channel and what you guys enjoy watching as well. So I typically break down the planning process into 3 sections. The first is the biggest one, and it is the kids, like family commitments. So school stuff, after school activities and clubs, commitments that we have there, as well as just general family admin, food shops, meal plans, that kind of thing. The next one is my personal bits and pieces, appointments I might have, or deadlines, or things that I just want to do as part of my daily routine. That is the second section. And the third is what I do with the time that we've got left, basically. So fun things that I want to plan in, maybe trips with the kids, or hopefully a weekend away at some point would be nice. So the third one is just kind of filling in the blanks, I suppose. So those are the sections that I use to structure my planning process and just make everything fit into a month. So for today, I'm going to set up my monthly spread, so add in all the key dates that I know won't change or are unlikely to change for the month. I will do that spread, and then I will do the first week into the month of July as well. So I'm just going through the school apps on my phone. I have children in primary school and secondary school, so I'm just going through the younger one first to make note of any important days. I know he's got a school fun day coming up, which I believe, yeah, that's next week on Tuesday. I'll also then go through my emails, because sometimes the school calendars are pretty good, but sometimes the things that they've emailed out aren't in the calendar. So I'm just going to cross-reference the two and get all those dates added into my plan. How on earth it is only 2 and a bit weeks away from the end of term is beyond me. And because we're coming to the end of term, obviously I don't have as many things to go through, and everything's kind of winding down a little bit. So actually, in terms of planning the school bits and pieces, it's not that bad. It's actually not that busy a month. However, with out of school activities at clubs and things, we've got quite a lot on. Aiden has a grading for Tang Soo, which is like his karate training. So he has that coming up. Dylan is involved in some youth theatre bits and pieces coming up, which I'm so thrilled that all that kind of thing is starting back up again, because we've really, or he has really, missed it, and I have too. I've kind of missed them doing that kind of thing. Merrin has a guitar exam, and Marnie has about 1 million clubs. She does so many things now. We've gone from doing, I think because she's turned 4 very recently, we've kind of gone from doing things together. So we still do monkey music until she starts school in September. But she does a lot more on her own now. So she started gymnastics, ballet, swimming. We do monkey music as well. She wants to start Tang Soo, which is what Aiden does. Honestly, I don't know, well, I do know how we fit it all in, but it's a lot to remember. And I do feel at the moment like I'm flying by the seat of my pants. I just have to constantly think to myself, right, what time's ballet? What time is gymnastics? How long have I got between? Because it's one day of the week where we've got 3 things back to back. It's a lot. And I think if I've got it all written down, which is where I've been going wrong, then my brain will feel a lot lighter and a lot clearer, and I'll just feel much better for it. So the next step now is to add in all of those clubs and out of school activities. So that's what I'm going to do next. I will inevitably have to add things in here, but these are the things that happen every single month pretty much. So I've just added all those in, and I've also started on my to-do list as well. And now I'm going to move on to my weekly spread. So because the first of the month falls on a Thursday, obviously I'll do the rest of this week, and then I will carry on to the first full week of July as well. That's the kids taken care of. So I've added in play dates, clubs, school stuff, end of term bits and pieces. That's that section done. Now I can move on to adding in things that relate to me and me only. There's not much, to be honest, but I do like to plan in a few bits and pieces. For instance, I have for months now been doing a workout every single morning, unless the morning doesn't go to plan. But as a general rule, I do it every morning on the Peloton or using the Peloton app to do yoga or something. And that's something that's really important to me. I don't want to fall out of the habit of it, even if it means I need to start getting up a bit earlier to make sure I fit it in. That's something that's like a crucial part of my day. So I'm going to add in, I've just had a WhatsApp message about something that I need to add into the planner. So that's going in as well for the kids. But yes, the workout needs to go in every single day. I also want to be more intentional and organized with my videos. I really have missed making them regularly. It's been such a big part of my life for so long, and I've kind of fallen out of the routine of it. I have really genuinely missed it. So I want to actually factor that time into my plan as well. The next thing that I want to make sure I add in is my cleaning routine for the house, because just spending that half an hour a day doing the Organised Mum method just makes a world of difference. Otherwise, I feel like I'm always chasing my tail. Nothing's ever really properly clean and tidy because I'm just doing bits here and there when I feel like they need doing. So I'm going to reintroduce that back into my routine. It's so simple to do. It literally is half an hour a day. Next up is to actually factor in the time for doing my food shop, whether that's online or actually doing a food shop. At the moment, I tend to do it online. And again, I've got into the habit of leaving it until we've virtually got nothing left and then panicking and trying to do it all and get it all here in time. Doing that thing where you pop to the grocery shop for like 5 things and coming out 50 quid lighter. So just by being more organized, I can break myself of that habit as well. So I'm going to add in when I want to do my food shop and my meal planning and stick to that too. Then my leg has gone to sleep spectacularly. I can't feel my right leg. Then the next thing and the last thing in my section is to go through my emails and any notes that I've made on my phone, and just add any appointments, any important dates that relate to me specifically into my planner. So that is the final section of my personal planning. And then the next bit is to add in some fun stuff and things that I want to do with the kids. So the first one, because it's quite urgent, is to look into that club that Aiden wanted to do. It's like a summer holiday, I think it's like an adventure camp. So they do a range of activities. His best friend is doing it for a week, I believe, one of the weeks in August. See, this is how unorganized I am. I also want to add in, the kids have mentioned some films that are coming out in the cinema that they want to go and see. Speaking of the cinema, we went to see the new Lin-Manuel Miranda movie, In the Heights. It was, if you haven't heard of it, It's a musical, it's set in New York, and it's such a feel-good summer film. It was just amazing. So if you like musicals and you like Lin-Manuel Miranda, I would thoroughly recommend it. It was really good. Marin and I went to see that. So I want to add in the bits and pieces that they want to go and see, just so I don't forget, because they're really excited about the cinema and things opening back up again. I want to look into a fun day out with them. We did a bit of a spontaneous trip to Legoland back 2 weeks ago, I think, and it was literally, I booked it the night before using my club card vouchers, which was brilliant because it was basically free, and I didn't even know I had any club card vouchers left, so that was amazing. But I decided that the kids had an inset day, and it was a random inset day in the middle of the term, and I thought, if I'm ever going to catch Legoland on a day that's not too busy, this is going to be my opportunity. It was still really busy, but it was way less than it probably would have been on a weekend. So I'd like to do something like that. They do have end of term inset days coming up, both schools. So because it's the end of term, it's likely that other schools will as well. But if we can make the most of that opportunity to do like a big day out, maybe one of the other theme parks or one of the zoos or something like that, I feel like it's the perfect time to do it. So I'm going to do a bit of digging and see what we might be able to book for those days. Other fun stuff that I want to plan in, if I can, are a couple of, like, I call them date nights, which is really cheesy, with the kids. We did this a while ago where I went out just one-on-one with each of them to do something of their choice, and we haven't done it for ages, and they really enjoy it. And Aiden in particular asked me recently if we can do that again, so I'd like to kind of factor that in as well. Nothing extravagant, maybe a cinema trip, or even if it's just to go and get ice cream, just one-on-one, because it gives them that quality time. So I want to try and add those, like one for each. Oh, here comes Mommy. One for each of the 4 of them in the month of July as well. So just to show you quickly, I'm about halfway through doing the weekly layout or the weekly plan. I forgot to put the date up at the top, but this is the first full week of July that I'm working on at the moment, and this is basically how it's laid out. So they give you a weekly goal. So I've just said to stick to the routine. I just want to get myself back into good habits, so that's my goal for the week. Then you've got your priorities. There's also a to-do list at the bottom, which again, I feel like it kind of duplicates, really. Like, my priorities are also often my to-do list, but just to give you an example, so I've put daily workouts. I want to film 2 videos and edit and upload them. I want to order uniform because just a reminder for you parents out there that it's the M&S 25% off, I think it is, or 20% off discount week. It starts on Monday, so I just want to order the uniform. I missed it last year, and I was kicking myself because I'd forgotten the date. So it starts on Monday. Then I also want to sort out the clothes. The kids' drawers and wardrobes are just, like, they've still got all their winter coats in there, which could be put away for 6 months. So I just want to go through it all, make some space and sort some stuff out. They are like my top priority bits. And then here, less important, but still I need to do them. I've got a birthday coming up for a friend that I need to buy a card. I want to make a start on a gallery wall. I've been meaning to do that for months. So if I can at least choose the photos, that'd be a step in the right direction. Then I've got a form that I need to fill in and send out, which is important. I need to get that done. Then down here, you'll see my to-do list kind of duplicates it, but I've just reminded myself top priority is the uniform, sorting clothes, film and edit, Tom daily, which I didn't put on my priorities, but that's the organised mum method, the cleaning daily routine on my to-do list. And then I also need to book activities for the summer holidays and buy the card. I've said that again. Hopefully if I tell myself twice, I will do it. Then up here, I still need to fill in these bits here with my priorities for each day, but I've got order uniform because this is the day it starts. So I've put that as my kind of goal for the day that I want to do on that day. Then you can see a typical day. This is actually not that busy a day. Some of the others are more busy, but I literally will, I haven't written wake up, but I typically will wake up between, well, lately I've been getting up, setting my alarm for 7, and then I inevitably will snooze, but I want to start putting my alarm for 6:30 because in order to get the Peloton done early, I need to get up earlier. Otherwise I end up doing that after the kids have gone to school, and it's late because then everything else happens later. So if I can get up half an hour earlier and move that up a bit, then that'd be great, but I've put it in there anyway. I've literally put shower, breakfast and supplements just to remind me to take my supplements with my breakfast, or sometimes I'll forget. Then I will do my half an hour of cleaning. Then I like to get out with Marnie. If we can get out early, 10 o'clock would be ideal, but at some point after I've done all that, she is much happier for the rest of the day if she's been out for exercise early in the morning, and if we don't have any activities like monkey music or something, then a walk or just drive down to the beach and have a run around is perfect. This is actually a late lunch for Marnie. She might typically get hungry before that, but like, oh, I'm making loads of marks, aren't I? I need to stop doing that, take the nib away. Lunch I've put in at 12:30, that's typically like that sort of time. Then I like to do something more creative with Marnie in the afternoon. If I can get her doing it independently, then brilliant, because I can have a little tidy up before the school pickup, or I could even maybe start prepping dinner. Pickup is at 3 if I go and get the my eldest from school, or Aiden, I need to set off around that sort of time to get him from school. And then I've put dinner at 5. We don't have any after school clubs. On a Monday is the only day I think that we don't. Like here you can see we've got gymnastics and Tangsu. Here we don't have anything. So I've just put dinner in at 5. If I've been able to prep it earlier, then great. Otherwise I just get on with it here, because the kids will typically play in the garden together. This actually made me laugh when I was writing it in. I put meditate at 8 o'clock. I don't know who I think I am or how I think that's going to happen. Like so close to the school, to bedtime and that routine. Wishful thinking, but I put it in the evening because the chances of doing it in the morning when like the preschool chaos is very slim. So evening is my best chance, and actually once Marnie's gone to sleep, I do sometimes lie next to her in bed and scroll on my phone. So a better use of my time would be to put in my headphones and do a 5-10 minute meditation while she's asleep next to me, and then go downstairs for my evening. So although it's quite like amusing to me that I've written it there, actually that probably is the most sensible time in my day to do that every single day. So hopefully that's a new habit I will form if I write it down and I'm a bit more intentional about it. So that is like a typical day, even though it's a slightly quieter one. But you can see I've started filling out the rest of the week as well. So that is just about everything. That's quite a full jam-packed month, even though it doesn't feel like a lot when I think about it. When I actually get it onto paper, it just shows me how important it is to get it onto paper, because there's just so much to think about, and if I don't write it down, it's just all whirring around in my brain, getting me in a right knot. So I already feel better for having written it down. So if you've been doing this process along with me, then do comment below and let me know how your month is looking. Again, if you're new to my channel and you'd like to subscribe, then please do. I'd love to have you as a subscriber, and let me know that you enjoyed the video by giving it a thumbs up too. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.